What's happening everyone, Vaughan here, and in this video I wanted to talk about the key reason that's actually stopping you from doing the work. So a lot of you watching this, and I was exactly the same, you know what you need to do, you know you need to sit down on your laptop and get that work done, plan that video out, plan that content out, reach out to clients, but you just don't do it. And you know, I can sit here and say, you know, it's not your fault, which to some extent it's kind of not, but it definitely is your fault at the end of the day. And if I sat here and said that to you, then it takes the control out of your hands in order to change that and actually do something about it. So, you know, one of the reasons why you can't do the work is because your environment is full of distractions. So people their entire life, they're taught that, you know, this sort of old paradigm that, you know, motivation is the key to breaking habits or, you know, building new ones. And really, you know, as humans, we are motivated to do nothing. Our brains literally are, you know, machines to conserve energy. So that's why a lot of the time, you know, when people don't have any goals or any direction to go in, we just regress to baseline and do, you know, what's easy as possible, what takes the least energy, which is, you know, usually sitting watching TV, you know, doing something that, you know, doesn't require a lot of energy. What's 100% more important is actually designing your environment to make it easy for you to actually achieve your goals. So for me, you know, I've actually got this little sheet here. I'll drop you a version of this, but you could, you know, pretty easily copy this. But what I do every day is I'll schedule out my day, because otherwise, you know, I'm task switching all day. I'll be like, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that task. And then when you do this, it just confuses your brain. Like you know, you've got a limited amount of focus. And if you imagine that you've got this one line of focus, and if you're doing all different tasks throughout the day, then it's going in all different directions. You're not getting very far in any direction. But if you can just focus on one task for an extended amount of time, maybe that's an hour, 2 hours that you planned out for that, you know, using a sheet like this, then it's going to allow you to get so much more work done, and you're going to get ahead of 99% of people. So I don't know if you can see this if it focuses on the camera, but every morning I'll write, you know, what I'm grateful for, 3 things, today's priorities, so what I want to get out of that day, and then my schedule. So I literally just use lines to be like, so I was asleep from 6 till 9 or 6 till half 8, and then for this bit it'd be like my morning routine, this bit it might be plan videos, this might be do work. But when you do it like this, you know, it just gives you so much mental clarity, and you make so much more progress. Because, and I know when I look at the sheet and I've got, you know, an hour block, you know, blocked out for making videos, something like that, I know in that time, all my mind can think about then is just videos. I don't need to be thinking, oh, I've got this message to reply to, or I need to speak to this person. And it just allows you to get so much more further, because a lot of people just go through their life with no mental clarity, confused, they don't know what they need to do, they're task switching all day, and they get nothing done. At the end of the day, they've sat there on the laptop screen, and, you know, they've got nothing to show for it. So that's what, you know, I really want you guys to avoid, because that is the key to, you know, how I've been able to grow a 6-figure business, and, you know, and repeat that for other people as well. It's just by keeping mental clarity and just keeping on track with what I need to do. Like, I am the sort of guy that has a to-do list, and, you know, if you want to have an amazing to-do list software, use Notion. Talked about it in previous videos, but it is absolutely amazing. It's like a second brain. But it's going to allow you to organize your day and just, you know what you need to do. So when you wake up in the morning, look at your to-do list, you know, I've got these tasks to do, tick them off, and then you can move on to what you need to do. And as simple as it sounds and generic, but just keep your phone away from you. And I'm guilty of this as well. If I have my phone on my desk here, you know, I'm on it all day. I'll just accidentally just, you know, 1 minute I'm on Instagram, and I'll be like, oh my God, I've been like for like an hour. So, you know, just design your environment to make it as easy as possible for you to do the work. And, you know, take your phone out of the room. And, you know, for me, it is a little bit harder because I do actually work from my phone after reply to messages and stuff for one of my companies. But, you know, if you don't have a business yet that requires that, then get your phone out of the room, put it in another room, lock it away, because you're going to get so much more work done when you do this. And, you know, just thinking like this. And another thing I like to do that just keeps me on track is, say for example, you know, I had a bigger goal. Say you want to make £100,000 this year, then just break it down and reverse engineer it into what you need to do every month, what you need to do every day. And by doing this, it's going to give you clarity on what you need to do. Because I know a lot of the time you can't do the work because you're not actually sure on what you need to do, or you don't have clarity. And like, you know, I'd love to do the work, but I just don't know, you know, what direction to go in or what I need to do. But if you find the bigger goal, and if you just sat there and you're like, well, I want to make 100K, yeah, but what are you going to do on a daily basis? What do you actually need to do? But when you break it down and you think, well, this is how many, you know, people I need to reach out to in a month, this is how many people I need to speak to a day, then you have a set, you know, a set amount of tasks that you need to do then in that day, and it just keeps you on track, and it's going to allow you to stay focused and beat everyone else. So, you know, I know this is a bit of a quicker video, but hopefully, you know, it's powerful in just changing your mindset on, you know, why you can't do the work, and just understand that, you know, humans are motivated to do nothing if they're left to their own devices. So don't rely on motivation, rely on routine, scheduling, to-do list, on what you need to do, and break down your goals into day-type compartments so you can then go ahead and actually conquer them. So if you enjoyed this video, and you want to see more videos like this, or you found a bit of value in it, then drop me a follow, and I'll be making more like